for 2 weeks. There was supposed to be a video that went up to explain what happened. Basically, real life. Yeah, it was and we are down to only 3 players this week. So we will have Iestyn and Ophelia, and we will have Aislinn. Why we are short on people is because this is Atlanta Pride weekend. Woohoo! Where I would be if I didn't have this game. But welcome back. When last we left off, our player characters had begun storming a small, almost temple-like structure that awoken from one of the portals to the Astral Labyrinth, and they have made their way inside. Once inside, they, with 2 of their orc companions, managed to face off against a group of hellhounds that they were able to dispatch, but they did suffer some injuries. Split between them and where a room containing other ghostly apparitional figures awaited was a force wall, holding them back. Inside is a bed of glowing crystals, of which there we go.
Glowing crystals.
A glowing bed of crystals, of which you can now see on your screen. There we go. Of which you can now see on your screen. The crystals, standing inside the crystals, is a red ghostly figure that looks intently at the force wall. As the last hellhound drops, the wall slowly dissipates, allowing entry into the room. The creature speaks in a ghostly wail. Enter, you who have proven yourself in battle. Fear not, for battle does not await yet. It is a time for conversation.
All right then. So where's our minis? Do you care where we start?
No, I mean start anywhere where like the wall was, which is where
in the front.
Here. Yeah.
So are we starting? So we're dropping out of initiative.
Yes, this is initiative is over. As always, this is actually for our viewers at home, so they understand. One of the rules I do normally, I try not to run with less than 4 people. But this was a special thing. My players have been off for a couple weeks. We wanted to get a video out, and also we just wanted to play. We haven't had a chance to. So when I do run with less than 4, when I'm running with 3 or less players, I give each player a free use of Healing Word to kind of bridge the gap from the missing characters. I'm a little nicer too. In any case, the figure stays standing in this bed of glowing crystals with a sinister feeling kind of pushing off of him as he waits for you to take action.
I whisper to Iestyn, we're doing this?
I'm using my healing word first. I'm in bad shape.
Alright.
I got things.
Alright. I guess I probably should too.
Well, plate mail is great. It doesn't seem to do a lot about biting. Like, I get bit by so much time.
I'm not. Yeah.
As you begin casting magic, the creature just looks on impassively, almost a mirthful demeanor at your preparation.
Actually, I'm not going to use it because I'm only down 3.
I'm only down 5.
It's because Iestyn is the tank.
He is.
Can I also jump?
Do you need a bonus
door? I think I should be good. That'll keep me using my healing words. I'll still have mine to use.
Okay.
Pass me another crystal.
And I still have. I've got my healing hand still, the new healing word, plus the spell slots because I didn't use. I got a bunch of spell slots left, so I can use healing word from that too.
Oh no! I'm half the call 5 seconds. Yes, I also apologize for our viewers. I will be munching pretzel sticks because I had to skip breakfast to get here. And I'm hungry, and I don't feel like Chinese food today. In any case.
Okay.
Also, I forgot to do this at the beginning. This is 7th Age of Ascelia. My name is Henry Walsh. I am your Dungeon Master. We are hosted by challenges Games and Comics in Tucker, Georgia. You can catch our live stream here on Twitch at Challenges D&D. Challenges with 2 A's because we misspelled it and can't fix it until next month. We also are found on YouTube by going to Challenges Games and Comics. Their website is where we store all our VODs until hopefully we get big enough to have a partnership where we can start storing them on our actual page here for you to watch the VODs. For now, they stay for 7 days. We are not sponsored by anyone. We are hosted by Challenges. They are the people who provide us with access to the cameras and the table and the lighting, as well as give us a nice technician named Nate, who is off camera, even though I've tried to get him on camera to embarrass him several times. This is a normal D&D game. This is not made for production, even though I am addressing the camera right now. We're not made for production. We just wanted to show what like a real D&D game kind of looks like without a group of like trained actors or trained voice actors or improvs. I am a very experienced DM. I've been DMing since I was 8, and I am 45 now. So I began in 1988. I've been here doing this for a really long time. Ascelia is a homebrew world that I began back when I was a kid, and I've just kind of advanced it as various editions came along. Yeah, so we do have a Patreon that there's a link in our about section, I believe. I would have more clear answers on that, except the person who runs our descriptions and whatnot for Twitch is currently enjoying Pride. But yeah, we are just a normal group of nerds who pretend to be witches, wizards, warlocks, elves, dwarves, and all that in between. With that, we're going to get back to the game. So, you've had a chance to cast your spells. Are you looking for something?
Nope.
Okay.
Alright, so we're going in.
Yeah.
Where do you want to stop?
As you approach, 2 blue ghostly figures kind of stand watch. There is a definite cold feeling to the room, and as you step in, you do notice that your breath has become visible as puffs of steam come out when you speak and breathe.
Is that where you guys want to be? Or should I move you?
No, that's good.
Do you want Ophelia there?
Perfect. Grabbing my notes.
Notice I put you in front.
Gotta be.
You have more hits than we do. Alright.
So do we have to roll for initiative?
Not
no,
yet, apparently.
This is not a combat yet. Just a moment. Slight, not technical difficulty, but Henry difficulty. As it seems, I did not grab my corner card.
Want me to talk?
What did
I can. Either way.
For those of you who have never run D&D before, you're probably going, "Oh my God, this guy is completely disorganized," and you are right.
One time we could have watched Shantara talk. We were gonna fight them anyway.
Mm-hmm.
We could have been like, "You got this."
Yeah. My thoughts done anyways.
Are my encounter cards? Did they got moved somewhere?
Hold on.
Ah, there they are. Somewhere where my players should not have views.
I wasn't looking, I guarantee.
That's fine. No, I shall show all definitely. All right. At which point, I now have my encounters. We can continue on. All right. So, as you step in, your breath kind of starts coming out in tufts as the figure speaks. It has been many years since one who was worthy entered into these not-so-hallowed halls. Know that I mean no direct threat to any, for I am but a messenger. I was known in my time in life as Korvac, also Korvac the Fell. For those keeping score of how things are spelled, Korivak, the Fell, F-E-L-L. I am Korvac the Fell. I was a fool and have paid for my foolishness with an existence here. He speaks in this kind of low, reverberating tone. You are the first to make it through my hounds, and thus have spared yourselves the fate of becoming more like these wretched creatures. He motions to the two blue ghostly figures that are watching over you. I am a harbinger, and I can sense about you that you have been touched by some degree of divinity. His eyes lock on Iestyn's hammer.
So, Korvac, you say that the mortals that come in and fall to your hounds end up like these specters. That's why we're here. The locals asked us to come and stop that from happening.
Those were people who attempted to breach these hollowed halls, but however, found themselves lacking and perished. So is the fate of any who fall within these walls. So was the fate of myself.
Why is this place hollowed?
Hollowed or unhallowed. That is because eons past, a foolish mage attempted to usurp the energies of the swamp. And in penance for such a crime, the gods of the swamp, those who existed before even the time of Ascelia, took their vengeance upon me for my hubris. I am here to speak primarily of that which is to come and that which is befallen. I am certain from the touch of divinity about you that you are already aware that another calamity has come to this world.
We are the Forsaking Five.
That name has little meaning to me.
That's all right, it will someday.
Soon, the creatures of the fell will rise. And though the fell is referred to as the swamp, it is not just here. 5 creatures sealed away in 5 different locations across the world. Generals from the ages long past and calamities that came, whose hatred keeps them alive as they plot and plan to destroy that which Ascelia has built. As Ascelia's power wanes because of the looming crisis, as the labyrinth pushes further and further into your reality, your world becomes theirs, and thus her hold upon it fades. These spell creatures will wreak as much destruction as possible before they too are consumed. I am here to warn you that this is to come, to prepare yourselves for the calamity that is upon you.
How soon will this happen?
It has already begun. That which is why I am here, for I am one of those fell.
So you're one of the 5.
I am one of the 5 that should seek destruction. But my time here has changed me.
So who's your allegiance to?
I hold no allegiance to any, and wish only for my own destruction. However, the other 4 are far different. Dragons, stripped of their forms, cast into the ether. They have spent millennia building themselves back into vicious fighting machines, things of which you cannot possibly be prepared for.
So you were not a dragon?
No. I was something worse.
Can you tell us what?
I was a human who sought to overcome the limitations of mortality and reach into the realm of the gods by usurping that which existed. It is a choice that I regret, for I have been denied death, and even if slain, will not be given a final reward. I yearn for oblivion.
So you choose to warn us. You've not been told by any of the gods or goddesses to warn us?
I choose to warn you, yes. But no, I cannot willingly allow myself to be destroyed. Were I able to do so, it would have already happened. I am here to sit. Although I could break free, there's no purpose to spreading that which I have become to the surface world.
So you're stuck down here.
I choose to remain here.
To fight you and to help to seek your release, do we have to fight your minions as well?
Indeed, you would have to fight my guardians. But let me warn you, mortal, you are not yet prepared to face me. But you will have to. In order to breach the astral plane, that is the only way to save your world. You will need to collect things from each of us. It is not something I recommend you attempt immediately, but something you will have to do when you have gained enough strength from your journeys, your travels, and your arsenal.
How will we know when we're ready?
I do not know that. I assume you will be ready or not ready when they emerge. You will not be able to miss their awakening.
How will we... Go ahead, sir.
Do the other four have any shared weaknesses?
I do not know how they have reconstructed themselves. And therefore I cannot say. They are dragons made of shadow and flesh that has been reconstituted. As such, they are not alive, yet they are not dead.
And they're all in different places.
They are. They exist in 5 points. This being the Shadowfell where I was, and one in each of the 4 continents aside from Venus. From each of us, you will gain power. And with luck, that power will allow you to save this world.
So we seek 4 sages. Are these 4 sages, do you know, in the same location as the 4 dragons?
I do not. I know only that which happened before my imprisonment. I know that which the beings of the Shadowfell have passed upon me, and I know the information that the gods from before that rule over places such as this swamp have told me.
So if we leave here, and we plan to come back later, the labyrinth opens where the labyrinth will. Can you give us a token so that we make it back to you when the time is right?
This labyrinth will not collapse. It will be here when your time is ready. I would warn your people to not enter, lest they become more like these creatures you see before you.
Is there anything else you can give us to aid us? Besides all this useful information?
I can give you information, and when you finally grant a peaceful release, you will gain my power.
In the meantime, is there anything else we could do to make your existence more bearable?
No, this is my penance.
Do you know the names of any of the harbingers?
I do indeed.
Question.
Televac, the red. Iestyn, the blue. And I'll give you all the spelling in just a second. Solic, the white. And last, but certainly not least, Nimic, the black.
If you would help us, do you know what order these should best be tackled?
That I cannot say. I can tell you the strength relative to each other, if that will aid you.
It could.
Solek the White was always the most foolish. Isenor was second only to Televac. Nimic the Black, well, not a fool, was driven by emotion more than logic. I know you will find him in his own domain, a swamp much like this, for that is where he calls home. And finally, Televac the Red was the strongest among us, next to my own.
So you are more powerful than Televac?
I was the greatest among us. My power is beyond that which most mortals can comprehend.
And it is our good luck that you have chosen to give us information and help us.
Luck does not have bearing upon my choice. Even though I sought to usurp the power of those who came before Ascelia, never once did I wish the destruction of this world. One cannot rule that which is not here. But also, when one has lived as long as I, you change.
Why did you want to usurp the gods before Ascelia?
Because I was a fool. Because I sought power for the sake of power. It is the downfall of many a tyrant before me, and since I assume the knowledge of the world has changed. Briefly, I have awakened before, but my slumber has returned, as each cycle of cataclysm continues.
What age did you originate in again?
I lived during the second age of Ascelia. Before the coming of the Great Frost.
What god or goddess did you say imprisoned you for your hubris?
Those who came before Ascelia that have no names. They cling to their power within the Shadowfell and exist outside of the pantheons.
The fell here.
Yes.
Those are the old ones, right?
Jack's gods.
You said we would find Nimic in a swamp. Are the other three harbingers also in swamps?
No. Each of the four would reconstitute themselves in their own domains. Nimic the Black will be found in a swamp. Solek the White will be found in the north among the ice and snow.
He's the one from the tower.
Isenor the Blue. He could be anywhere that the desert wastes rule. Levak the Red will be in some area of magma and heat
a volcano or a pit to the hellfire itself, of which I cannot say. When they have reconstituted themselves, though, I expect them to burst forth from their resting places and begin to wreak vengeance upon all who survive their individual purges.
So we may not need to find them. They may find us.
I do not think they will seek out champions. I think that their destruction will be random and in a level that you cannot possibly concern. But know this, unlike someone of my own who is or was mortal, who was not tied to the elemental alignments, whereas I can change, they cannot. They will not be cordial, and they will not have your best interest at heart. To be truthful, neither do I. I see you as a vessel, nothing more that will render my own peace.
Understood. I think I can appreciate that. And I appreciate your directness.
Are the Hellhounds going to come back? Or is that?
Though hellhounds were members of the elves that breached this place, when slain they were transformed. As long as no other mortals walk into this place and challenge me directly, there should be no more that will spread to your world.
Understood.
Well, we think we know where Solak dwells. I'm just annoyed because I was working on our ballads for the 4 seeking 5 or the 5 seeking 4, and now apparently there's 8 things we have to find. Lust is the life and the challenges of a bard.
Know this, I do not believe necessarily that these are part of your quest. But if you seek power, this is how one would acquire. Sooner or later, if slain, these creatures will wreak tremendous destruction upon you.
So we need to seal the labyrinth for now.
Are we
Keep
gonna
everyone
leave
out.
then? Should we leave? Is there any more questions?
Thinking.
Sure, no, I can take that.
Korvac, where were you from originally? In Ascelia? Well, before Ascelia.
No, I was long after Ascelia. I simply sought power that existed before she. I came from humble beginnings. A small village in the continent that became known as Dumont. That name, that village has no meaning, if it even still survives. Cataclysm upon cataclysm has struck this world, changed its fate, changed its appearance. It no longer resembles what it was, especially in my era.
What was the cataclysm that ended the Second Age?
Give me a history check.
Natural 20.
Go.
In the Second Age, a group of 5 powerful beings attempted to usurp the power of an ancient power. They didn't have a word for it. It was simply a power that they had discovered. It filtered into them and increased their abilities 100-fold. In the end, the heroes were able to slay them, but the only way that they were able to kill Tullabach the Red
was to detonate a very powerful spell that has been lost since to time. This spell unfortunately had side effects. It slew the champions when they cast it, and the explosion was so severe that it blanketed the world in ash, and the world cooled and entered into an ice age.
Well, we don't want to be casting that spell.
You may need to cast a spell that's similar, though.
Yeah.
We got blow up crystals. Finally found
They
a
might
use for it.
work.
Let's feed them to him.
According to the histories, no one's really certain exactly what went down,
Mm-hmm.
aside from the heroes used the spell,
Okay.
because they didn't survive, and the resulting ice age regressed Ascelia's people back to a very primitive state. For those that survived, many of the races reverted to kind of hunter-gathering societies for basic survival. It was only till after that when things began to thaw, when the ash finally settled and sunlight came back through, it was a very long time before things started to recover.
So those heroes had already dispatched the other 4.
Yes. It was when they confronted Tolovac that they killed themselves. Korovac, the Fell, the person you're speaking to right now, was never slain by those heroes, for he flew too close to the sun, as it were, and awakened something that was slain.
All right.
For those wondering, the dragons are a very big side quest.
Oh, I see. It's side quest.
We love a good dragon.
That is a side quest for you to handle in the future.
Not today when we're down
Right now.
several people.
3 of us. We can take it. The white dragon.
For those of you
We
wondering,
got our goblin. We got our orcs.
this is what we call foreshadowing. In any event, I have imparted that which I wish to impart, and I conclude this audience. Leave this place, and do not return. Let me return to my solitude.
Yeah, thank
Take our leave.
Frankly, the beating hearts of mortals spurns my hunger. It is all I can do to not tear that heart from your flesh and consume that thing you call a soul. Leave or perish. When next we meet, it will be to the death.
Right. Catch you later.
Have a great
Take
night.
it at a time.
Leave.
They grab their minis and run. All right. Are we going back through the portal?
That's up to you.
I mean,
Oh, that's the
portal
door.
light up?
Kind of only one way out of here.
yeah.
Yeah.
we have to,
Do we want to light it up?
Does the portal light up?
Yeah, if you, I mean,
Oh, sure it
you
does.
pick it up and hold the button for 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Who would not want the portal to
Oh,
light up?
Lord.
Actually, hand me the portal real quick, because it's supposed to be green.
Green, right?
I'm
Yeah, for those of you wondering,
not
this is
all
a
of them are
really
in a swamp.
cool thing I picked up on Amazon for like $12.
I like the green one. It's like the brightest setting.
All right.
It can also flash multiple
Oh,
colors.
nice.
All right, we're going through.
All right.
There's Iestyn. Me. Ophelia. World's best orcs.
We didn't lose the orcs.
We didn't lose the orcs.
The orcs survived.
Yep. Do they like gain experience and stuff too? More
They
than
have their own advancement.
Oh, okay, cool.
They have their own advancement. They will gain power as long as they survive. If you want, you can break down the map.
Yep.
You can just lift it straight off. For those wondering what's going on right now,
I have played This map was built on something called Dwarven Forge. As my players take care of this, I'll explain. Dwarven Forge is a maker of incredibly high quality 3D terrain. Dwarven Forge is known to be the best of the best. It is not cheap, but it's not as expensive as it looks, especially if you have wonderful players like I do, who are willing to paint and do research and get together over drinks and food to spend an afternoon painting a ton of terrain. We're gonna have to do this again in a few months. However, my players enjoy it, and that ultimately is what matters. You can go to dwarvenforge.com and pick that stuff up. One of the big features of them, I always plug them. I'm not sponsored by them. These are things I use. This is my personal game. This was my personal game before we started to stream it. It's still my personal game. Dwarven Forge Terrain is at dwarvenforge.com. I highly recommend it, but you don't always have to go high end. Like I said, this is a basic Chessex mat. I do want to get a bigger one eventually, but you see the Chessex mat is the kind of off-white thing underneath the swamp. The swamp mat was just from a basic poster kit that we found on Amazon that one of my players purchased. The trees that you see on the map are actually from a discontinued, unsupported Warhammer set that one of my players, Parker, painted. And yes, Parker is amazing. And yeah, so this is what I use to get by, and then I look for odds and ends on things like Amazon. You don't have to go as expensive as I was. The last thing I'm going to say, I know that people have contacted us in this brief interlude. People have contacted us and mentioned that our game looks very high quality, and our setup is really good. That is all due to the support of Challenges Games and Comics, as well as to Nate, who is running our technical stuff. Nate is also the person who presses buttons and changes the camera angle so you can see different things on the map. And none of this stream, the game would be going on no problem, but none of this stream would be possible without them. If you're wondering why I'm doing this interlude, is one of my players had to sneak off to, I think, use the restroom. So I'm kind of giving a brief break for them to get back. And also, while I'm here, thank you all who have come in to view this, and I hope you're enjoying the game so far as it continues. If you're also, last bit of diatribe that I will give out here is that you are probably wondering why my players aren't appearing on camera. That's because they have chosen not to. I took the bullet and decided to be the face here, mostly because I was the DM, and that's about it. My players just, not everyone wanted to be on camera, so we agreed not to, and therefore they are floating voices in the void. In the future, we will do interviews with each player on our Patreon, so that those who join the Patreon can get to know more. There's also a dedicated Discord for the Patreon, and we might turn that into a public Discord with special sections for Patrons. We're not sure. We're still working on that. None of us has ever done like a stream before. So. All right. When you step through the portal, you kind of have this weird kind of tingly feeling. It's that same feeling you feel every time you enter into the Astral Labyrinth. It's kind of a cold tingle that passes through your body, and one of the biggest effects of the Astral Labyrinth is the air does feel heavier there. It's not heavy enough to impact breathing or anything like that, but what it does, it's just a little disconcerting. Like, it feels almost like an alien landscape, and you do know that for more permanent openings into the labyrinth, that effect kind of radiates out from the gateways a little bit, and there has been some concern among scholars that it could be damaging the environment of Ascelia. In any case, continuing. as you reach out, you do see the Ash Elf contingent that is stationed here to prevent entry as they await your report.
That's why I go talk to the Ash Elves.
Yep. Let's fill them in and tell them why they don't want to go in there.
Welcome back, one of them says. Were you able to deal with the problem?
Partially. So we have dealt with the hellhounds. They are no more. But there is a being of great power who is beyond any of our abilities at this stage, and will need to be dealt with in the future, and has said that he will remain in there, and as long as no one comes inside, he will not come out. And if anyone goes inside, they strongly risk being turned into undead minions serving him. So we would like to make sure that that doesn't happen to anyone.
Not the outcome I was expecting, not the outcome I'm certain that the Luna wanted, but it seems it is the best that we can hope for. Thank you for your aid in this matter.
I do believe the being when he said that they will not come out, but it is imperative that no one go inside.
I understand. I will comply as best that I can.
All right.
Are we talking to Winter?
No, this is the
Ash Elf.
Ash Elf that was guarding the gates.
That's
here.
right. That's right.
What time of day is it at this point?
It is evening at this point.
Do we want to camp with the Ash Elves?
You may as well.
So how about if we camp here at your perimeter and then head back in the morning?
Of course, we will grant emissaries of the Lunarch every pleasantry we can. We have a small base camp. We will be able to set you up, as it were.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Well, normally I don't allow player characters that aren't here to do anything or impact the story until they get back. I will allow Jack's owl to deliver that message back to the army.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. So, we set up our camp.
Yeah.
And we are sitting around the campfire.
When we do a long rest, we heal, right?
We do.
Yes.
Anything else we want to talk about before we start our day tomorrow?
I'm not sure. I mean, if we want to talk at all about what we saw down there, that's probably fine. But I'm not sure we talk about much else in the Ash Elf camp.
Would agree.
By the way, if y'all can talk just a little
Yeah.
bit.
Sorry.
That's okay. I'll try and turn it up. Yeah, I'm not sure we want to talk too much tonight. I don't really feel like talking. These hellhound bites are really not feeling great.
Do you need additional healing?
So we got told to keep track of
So,
who got bit
did
by
I get
hellhounds and
bitten?
then
I
went into
can't
the
remember.
water.
Yes.
And I definitely got bit multiple times and then went into the water and got bit again in the water. So-
Yes. Yes. You feel fine for now.
Okay.
Uh,
Because I'm trying to decide if I want to use lay on hands to try and lift poison, which I know it's not poison, but I feel like I would try it.
you can try it.
So I do have resistance to necrotic damage.
Mhm.
Does that help?
No.
Okay. Worth a
I'm
try.
gonna- I'm going to spend my last 5 points of lay on hands to just try and, it won't do any healing, but just try and lift a poison condition.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to do anything, but I'm just going to spend it.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting recharged anyway.
In the morning.
I'll do the same.
Okay.
So, healing hands on myself.
Understood.
All right.
I don't think I'm poisoned.
I don't think you got bitten, did you?
It's the people specifically who got bit and were in the water.
I mean, I was down
We
a
did,
little bit
right?
of
Both
health.
of us did. I wasn't.
I don't remember getting bit by one.
It was a couple of weeks ago, so I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I think you only got hit by fire.
I remember getting shot
Yeah.
then,
Yeah.
but I don't remember.
Well, it basically, I don't think you got into the water.
Yeah. I did Misty Step.
That doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter. Okay, I did Misty Step.
Sure, did I go in the water?
think so. I know I was in the water.
I don't believe Ashlyn was in the water. I know
But I
that
think
Jack
I did get
was.
bit.
But Jack didn't get bit.
Jack didn't get bit. I know that Jack was in the water. I know that your character was in the water. The orcs were in the water.
Did they get bit?
They were injured.
They got
had
burned.
bleeding wounds. Bleeding wounds is the important thing.
Yeah, so it's me and the orcs.
Okay. So I have the bites to worry about, but not the water to worry about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was Shantara?
I could remember. I guess in my brain I'm mixing up that and when we fought the.
Yeah, I'll review the video tonight. No problem.
Yeah, check to see if I got bit too.
I don't think you did. I don't believe you did.
I think yours was
Remembering where they were
shot.
positioned, I think you just got fire breath. That's why I said keep track of it.
Yeah.
And we clearly failed.
But that's okay. Well, it'll be fine.
All right.
So yes, if there's nothing else you want to. I mean, you can go ahead and discuss. Roleplay amongst yourselves, please.
Yeah.
So how are we gonna get out of the swamp?
Well, we're just gonna go back the way we came to the Lunox and then regroup with the army, resolve whatever we have left to do. Because I think we have to meet people on the council.
We do. We have to meet council members.
So we've got some more political work to do, and then we'll go with the army back to Parn. And then
And is that when we get to free some of the slaves?
They'll come with us when we go back through the
Not
Ducaltus's village.
Mhm.
Then they're going to come with us.
How many was it? Was it 100?
20.
Oh, 20?
a decent amount.
3 families. I have it written down.
Cool.
There's 3 families and another individual or something like that. So we have it.
For the council members?
No,
No,
the
from-
ones that we are going to come with us. back
Yes.
to
Oh,
Parn.
the yes.
There
There
were 20.
is specifically. Specifically, I want to say there are 11 adults and gaggle children.
I know I wrote it down.
Oh, yeah.
I wrote it down
we
too.
did focus on children, I think, right? Like saving the children.
Well, families. We
that,
wanted
yeah.
families that were.
I've
Yeah.
got 11 adults and 9 children.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, it's 11 adults and 9 children. My players take better notes than I did. That's actually not
The
true.
problem is I take little snippets here and there, and I don't write down what it was. So I'm looking back at some of these, and there's just names and nothing else. And I'm like, I think that was the person at that shop.
This is
I
why
did a
have
better job with names.
I
got
have a
most of
book.
them.
Yeah.
This for every game master out there who's new. These are your friends. These are very useful for taking notes. They're very useful for organizing your thoughts, especially. And if I didn't have these, I would be lost. I'll actually take pictures of kind of what my notes look like. For those of you who are interested in that, that will be on the Patreon. For those who are kind of interested in going there and checking it out. All right.
So while at camp, is there anything that we can do to train to get better?
No, Dungeons and Dragons works on the level system. By the way, Ophelia is one of our newer players, and they're still kind of learning how the game works. But yes, no, it's a level system. You improve when you improve. You can spend weeks of downtime to train things like proficiency in a tool or something.
Like you did woodworking, right?
But that takes downtime, and it's weeks. It's a number of weeks equal to I want to say 10 minus the intelligence model.
Yeah.
So you can take hours to
spells.
copy spells, but it takes money.
Yeah, necessarily.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
more
copy spells after resting. Yeah, absolutely, or before resting.
So I think I'm good. I think I'm ready.
Alright, so I think I am recharged on my hit points. So for sleeping, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to curl up in my little sleeping bag and go to sleep.
All right.
And when we long rest, we reset the spell slot.
And I've got
Right.
bug stuff on. I put bug stuff
Yeah,
on before I
bug
went to
stuff.
bed. Bug stuff for all.
and then burning a day's worth of rations.
All right, give me a Constitution save, Iestyn.
When does this con save happen? Like, would I still have the Bardic from the day before, or is that gone if it's happening overnight?
The Bardic Inspiration goes away in like an hour.
Oh, no, never mind.
Yeah.
Bardic's gone. So it's just
Yeah.
a con save. Ooh, that is not ideal.
Was that like an initiative roll?
It's better. It's a 12.
Okay.
Maybe we scrape by.
Make a note on your sheet, somewhere, that your hit points are reduced by 1 permanent hit point. Now, it's not a permanent loss, so don't. But you basically have 1 hit point that you can't regain.
Yes.
Is that from his infection?
You're sure. You have no idea.
You gotta heal you.
I have to roll for the orcs. Yes.
Chelsea,
And yes.
43 is my new max.
Oh, they still got a lot.
Yeah, still got a
They still
lot.
got
All right.
It's gonna matter one of these days. I'm gonna get hit, and it'll be just enough, and I'm gonna die.
a lot. 1 point.
That's it.
All right. Yeah, you awaken the next morning. You feel a bit tired, but otherwise, I mean, your wounds have closed.
Beautiful sunrise in the swamp.
No, there is a sunrise, but the trees and marsh of the Shadowfell is so thick that the sun doesn't generally get through.
So it's just darkness all the time.
More murk. I mean, there is some light, but it's like light that comes through like tree limbs and leaves and stuff. And just generally, the area is cursed, so it has that whole cursed energy going on
I
thing.
see.
But yes.
All right, comrades, your inspiring speech for the morning.
Let's do it.
Oh, let's see.
Yep, we're going to go with strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. Words from Mahatma Gandhi. All right.
Mahatma Gandhi doesn't exist in fantasy.
Oh, okay. I'm just giving credit where credit's due, right? I don't want people to think I actually come up with these things. So there we go. We'll do that as an aside.
Okay.
Gandhi. All right.
Yes, we have players of culture in class.
Yes.
So that's +8 temporary hit points.
Nice.
+8.
Oh, nice. Great speech.
How do you? Thanks.
Not calling my people out, but I have a very eclectic group of players. I have scientists, archaeologists, falconers. Like, I've got, and you have me, like just a small time author. I am the least important person in this group. I think we also have like 2 engineers, something like that. Anyway, in any case, yes. The what passes for a sunrise occurs in the Shadowfell. Don't forget to select your spells for the day, whatever spells you would like to prep.
I'm keeping the 7 that I chose
Cast your-
yesterday.
Okay.
I
Cast
think they're
your-
good. And Mage Armor, yes. Well, actually,
Well, you
I don't
can
know if I'll do it yet. I still don't really know.
Your familiar's still around, right?
Yeah,
How it
that
goes.
one's always cast. Right? The Fan Familiar is always cast? That's the one.
Well, unless it gets killed, and then like you obviously have to
Recast.
it. Yeah.
And that one costs gold to cast, right? If you don't.
Incense. You have to have 10 gold pieces worth of incense.
Oh, but... Oh, to recast.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
okay.
druids can burn a wild shape to get it back, but
No, we found out they can burn a wild shape to cast it. They still have to meet the requirements. It just lets them cast the spell.
Okay.
Also, another thing for our viewers at home, I didn't have time to stop by and eat or grab anything this morning, so one of my players, Parker, aka Iestyn, supplied me with this new energy drink that's 0 sugar. I'm diabetic. Called Ghost Sour Patch. I've never had this before, but it is freaking amazing. Absolutely in love with this stuff. I want to find out where he got them, and I'm going to go buy a ton of them. Kroger's. All right, I'm going to Kroger's after game. I'm going to buy like a case of those things. All right. In any case, hey, look, as a person who survives on 0 sugar drinks, I will take any 0 sugar drink that tastes good. That tastes like Sour Patch Kids. I can't eat those anymore, so I drink so. All right. So, are you planning to make your way back to
Yes.
I think so at this point.
To
The main night out.
the Lunark.
The
Yeah.
Lunark.
Yeah.
To the Lunar. All right. Encounters. No.
Like that.
And 2 chances and no. Okay.
And do we have to set up his little map again?
No.
Lunark is? Okay, cool. And so is that person also still imprisoned? That was like one of Jack's friends?
Yes.
Yes.
See.
Hmm. It's part of the deal to get her out of it. I had to solve this.
I think that was part of it.
So she might be stuck here until we get powerful enough to solve it.
I guess we could try. Maybe we'll take our good word that we're coming back. I mean, we are coming back, right? We're not going to leave Jack's friend here.
Do you have anything else maybe we could offer him in trade for the freedom or something like that?
It's a good question.
I mean, I got the crystal orb, but I don't really want to give that away. I kind of like the purple orb.
Well, if you remember, the main reason he said he couldn't release her was because she did murder
Yeah.
2 ash elves. As near as they can tell in cold blood.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you know otherwise. Well, I mean, you know she actually did it. She did kill them.
Mhm.
She had reasons, but she killed them. You can still talk to the Lunark and see what you can work out.
Yeah, I think we
Like
just
he
keep
said, he
that.
couldn't release her because it's like, if I let someone who murdered my people go,
Yeah.
that will not look good, even if it is for a deal.
Okay. So, are we going to approach that town?
Where's my blue notebook? Transferred over yet. Okay. Council members, Iestyn. That's who we needed to talk to first. That part.
Jerv Usdoon. Jerv. It apostrophe US because I make writing difficult. All right. You find your way back to the army. You see their encampment, which is it's not what I would say would be like a permanent encampment. It is instead they've settled in more. So the encampment's more not permanent but more stable. It's not just a bunch of very quickly we're gonna break this down. They've sort of built a little base camp.
How long did it take us to get back?
It was a 12-hour thing.
Hmm.
So it is if you left it at dawn. Dawn's around 7, so it would be 7 in the evening.
Should we go talk to the Lunark now? Well, I guess we talked to Lord Sir Winthrop first.
We should update him.
Greetings. Welcome back. Were you able to deal with what you needed to deal with?
Not entirely.
Well, we learned a lot.
We did learn a lot that will come in handy on our quest.
As they say, knowledge is power in war, so I respect. Gaining as much as you can. The men have set up more long-lasting encampments to increase a degree of comfort. It is much better now that we're out of the swamp proper. The men's spirits are higher. It seems that the 2 soldiers you took with you settled in well.
Our comrades in arms, as always, performed admirably. So, we are going to go, I think, and speak with the Lunark this evening. Just our immediate party. Gorith Daggett, enjoy the feast and the fire.
They, yeah, definitely. Party and other things. We will going to take your companion and introduce her to more orchid.
Excellent.
She has the heart of an orc.
She does indeed. Drink one for us.
Oh, we will drink plenty for everyone. Ah!
All right. So, back to the castle.
All right. Make your way back to the fort.
Do we need it? Do we still have it together? We don't have it together.
What?
Do we
No,
need the
no,
model?
no.
We don't have it together.
I didn't have enough pieces
Yeah.
to keep anything permanent. You don't need it though.
Okay.
You make your way back to the fort, or the small castle rather. The Lunarch's men pass you through. The Lunarch awaits with. The Lunarch is there. He dismisses his aides.
Greetings, Valroth.
Ah, my friends, welcome back. You have dealt with the problem in the swamp, yes?
Partly. Partly.
You learned a
That
lot,
does
though.
not sound very promising. Maybe you should tell me what happened. I understand things don't always go according to.
Well, upon going through the entrance to the labyrinth, we encountered a number of hellhounds, which were very dangerous, and we have dispatched all of them.
That is good.
That's the positive part.
Okay.
The next part was the next chamber in the temple that we found through there was inhabited by a being of immense power.
That is very bad.
That is very bad. From Ascelia's second age. What we did gain from him was
He's one of the harbingers of the old ones.
I do not know the old ones of which you speak, but that does not sound good. That sounds very bad. The opposite of good, if you will.
on the bright side. He has promised, because it is in his own best interest, to not leave the labyrinth. Instead, we'll wait until we are able to come back at a later date when we have the power and the strength to battle him. He is going to wait there and will not damage or come out into your lands. And as long as no one strays inside, if they stray inside, they risk becoming one of his undead minions.
It is
So-
also very not good. Okay.
So don't go in. That's
Well,
what
I
we
will-
told the guards.
I will keep my guards in place. Fortunately, this means the problem is not fully resolved.
That is true. But we have worked at it in good faith. And we would still like to talk with you. I mean, we have made great progress on our discussions for King Highborn. But we still have discussions that we would like to have with you about the friend whose name I have.
I'm not sure I wrote
You're
that down.
the prisoner.
Oh, Jack's friend.
Yes.
All right. Sheriff Koto.
That's the random name that I have any notes next to.
Yeah.
I was like, I think it's the shopkeeper, but no. Okay.
Now, again, this is why I take detailed freaking notes.
So is there any way we can negotiate to free Sheriff Koto?
I cannot free. I cannot. If I were to free her without the deed being done, then it would look very bad because then. No, two reasons. The first reason my people may take that as not really good is be like, well, you said this problem would be taken care of. This problem is not taken care of, and therefore you just kind of give up. And there is no proof that these people you spoke to will come back and deal with the problem. Right? You understand?
Other than our good word.
That is not exactly something that the council is going to take lightly, and my people probably will not either. The shells are we're very used to how you say not being treated fairly.
Well, I will say we could have come back and lied, but instead we have shared with you the truth.
That is true. That's true. But I will make a compromise. I have been kind of told the situation that she has dealt with. What I can do. I can allow her to leave herself. I can keep her here in my castle. I will give her some accommodation. She will just be under form of house arrest. I will make certain that she's not interrogated. That is the best I can do.
That would be totally acceptable.
That would be fair.
Wonderful, wonderful. It's welcome that you are back. It is very good. I have went ahead and made arrangements for you to speak to one of the council members.
Jaristun?
Jarvis Doon. Jarvis is intense. He is not as jovial as I am, and he is rather dour even for an Ashen. Yes, to put this in terms that less than you say civilized, he has a large polearm shoved up his bum. It kind of sticks up, and he does not bend over. It's very bad.
We visited his temple. It sort of seems that might be Devious personality.
He's not exactly one for the smiles. He does not like me. He does not like this deal. He does not like giving up what he sees as our autonomy. But on the other hand, not to speak too badly of other council members, I believe that he is doing what he believes is best for the people here, because if he was not be a council member, he would be gone. In any case, I have arranged for that. I see that you will have meeting. I did not know when you would return, so I have not been able to set a specific time. But if you wish to enjoy the hospitality of my town, or just spend the time with your men outside, which, by the way, they have been very well behaved. I will be sending some fresh supplies to them from what we were able to gather, so they will not have to deplete their own supplies, so you do understand what we have is limited. But we will make certain that they are as welcome as I possibly can, or else.
We appreciate your generosity.
Yes, very, very, very good. I will make certain that you have a guide.
Will that be our same guide as before?
Yeah, for the he will accompany you for completely and totally not reasons that are somewhat shady. I must do what I must do.
We'll behave.
Who was a good guide the first time? He's,
Oh,
He ran away from the temple
he's a
last
spy,
time.
but that's okay.
He
We're
ran
good
away
with
from the
it.
temple.
Yeah, he didn't like Jarvis very much.
Oh no, he does not like the Germans. He has his story. He didn't want to be your guide for this, but I was like, hey, I'm your boss. And he was like, yes, boss, yes, Mark, I will do it. I was like, excellent, because you know what happens if you say no. In any case, he agreed after a little conversation, and I told him also, you are a guide. You're supposed to keep an eye upon our guests and not go away simply because you have had your life threatened by Jarvis before. He will not do anything to you, because if he did something to you, that would be like doing something to me. Because even though we don't use the S word around here, we don't use the S word, but as far as legalities within my kingdom, Jarvis is one of my possessions, you should say, and therefore if he breaks my thing, I get mad, and he does not want me mad. Most people don't want me mad.
Let's see.
In truth, most people don't want us mad as well. Especially Shantara. She gets rather grumpy.
I have heard of this, Shantara. Some of my people who have brought food and supplies to your campus told me that she is an honorary orc.
She has been working hard for that status.
She appears to there's been one small issue with your camp that I have overlooked. Some members of your more rowdy of the people with the pointy tusks have attempted to acquire.
Dream root.
Yes, I've looked the other way. I have made certain that they have what they want because I don't want to overlook the hospitality, but do be warned, if they were to bring the remote into the town and they get caught in it, it is not something that I can just kind of overlook, and they should not go into town and immediately say, where can we get a dream root? Because that is generally what they did.
Do you have names by any chance?
No, I can get them.
I mean,
Does
there's
she have
only-
cat ears?
There's only 8
Oh
of
no, it was large with the tusks.
Oh, the orcs.
The
Right.
orcs.
We will speak with the commanders and ensure that that does not happen.
Wonderful. Thank you for doing so. I would hate to have to act unilaterally.
We would hate that as
Thanks for
well.
turning the other way.
We are allies, yes? You have our best interests at heart. Your best interests at heart. They do not know our ways, and well, listen there. They are orc mercenaries. We know how orc mercenaries are. I am not being racist. It's just a thing. You know, they as they used to say back when I was less than what I am now, as they used to say, they work hard, they play hard, and they do not necessarily follow all of the laws. I understand.
Cool.
Indeed. All right. Well,
So we're meeting
when
with
do we meet with
Shantara.
Jarastun? This evening or tomorrow?
I will have to arrange that it will not be before tomorrow. However, Fort is waiting outside for you. That is before I dismiss my attendant. I told them to go ahead and summon the fort. And Fort will accompany you as you go around our town, and we will answer any questions that you have.
Excellent. Thank you. Will you be with us tomorrow when we meet with the?
No.
Okay.
That is one of the agreements, was that you would meet with Jarvis alone.
Okay.
It seems to be how the counselors work. How do you say? We keep each other at the arm's length. When all of us meet together, it is usually not a great thing.
Fair. We will come here then to go and meet with him. Fourth will bring us back here.
Certainly, and also another reason we walk into each other's strongholds. If someone were to walk into my stronghold, for example, and to have a face to face with me, they don't know who is looking. They don't know who is set up. They don't know what will go down if I walk into that. I don't know, because well, I am very respectable and politically savvy. Let us say a contingent of guards could make my life very difficult and short.
All right.
Don't want to get backstabbed.
Yes, to put it more bluntly, I try not to use such language. I prefer to imply things. That way there is no that way I have plausible deniability.
I see.
I do not kill people. I do not send assassins after people. I simply make certain that unfortunately, people who cross me too much, they end up having unfortunate accidents, and I have absolutely nothing in a hand. Absolutely nothing. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Understood. All right. Thank you again, and we will be back in the morning.
Of course, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. As I said, Fort is waiting in case you want to do anything.
Do tonight. I don't know that I have
There's
any
not
more
much in
questions.
the town, right?
Sweet time.
To do here.
How far are we from the ocean? It's like a 2-hour walk or something.
It's fine.
It's already 7 o'clock at night, at least, or 8,
Oh.
because we had a 12-hour walk back.
Oh, so this is the evening we got back from the.
Mhm.
I've got the
No,
wrong-
this is the the no. You
I thought we just went
Just-
over that evening
yeah
to go talk to
that's
the
right.
leader.
That's right. Yeah.
So the next morning we're going to go, so it's still the evening.
Saturday.
So it's late. yeah.
Is there anything else to do in this town? I thought it was kind of small. I was too much to do. Can we explore it?
Wait, no, you got back and rested, and then came. You got back
Well,
to. You rested when you got back to the army, didn't you?
Did we?
That's what I thought we'd done.
Yeah, no, that's what you
Okay.
did. Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't give an inspiring speech again this morning.
Yeah, I think it was just because it was kind of like
Okay.
glossed over. It's like because
Okay.
you got back and it was late at night.
Okay.
We didn't
all right.
like
I
take
thought
any
we went
damage
that
or
night.
anything.
Okay, so we have. So why do we have to wait until tomorrow to talk to Jairus if it's morning?
Because you didn't know when you were going to get back.
Okay. All right.
Like, is this like, it's not a situation where you're like, oh, I'm going to go show up at someone's fortress.
Right.
Um,
All right.
Well, can we explore the town anymore at night? Is there things to do?
It's daytime.
it's daytime. It's
You're
morning.
good. So yeah. So did you want to walk to the water?
I am up for it. If there's something else to do and you just don't have things you want to.
I mean, otherwise I would just go play for random children. I mean, I can't think of any other questions. We asked a lot of people the last time. We don't really need any supplies.
No, and supplies.
I'm down to go to the ocean. What would you do at the ocean?
Stick our toes in.
Yeah.
It's,
Meditate, get out of the swamp and breathe some fresh air.
yeah, okay.
Like-
I'm down. Sounds good.
Can't you feel the breeze?
Yeah.
All
Maybe
right.
we could,
It's amazing. There's fresh air here.
can we craft a fishing pole? Try to
I
catch
think
some
I have
fish?
one. Oh no, it's on marmalade. Never mind.
Oh,
No. I think my fishing stuff is on marmalade. Indeed it is. All right.
well, let's hit the beach. I'm down at the beach. Unless there's anything else you think we could do in town.
I guess we should probably fourth. Is going out to the ocean? Is it safe or is it like it's a 4-hour walk? What are the odds that we get?
Well, going to the ocean is. I people who go back and forth every day. I can take you if you wish.
What's the,
I mean, is there anything in
I would
town?
like to see. So at the ocean, would we see the people that have the boats? Right, there was a need of boats and shift crafting technology and
Yeah, shipwrights. Yes.
Hmm?
Shipwrights. Yeah.
yeah. Let's go to the ocean.
yeah, let's do it. Maybe we'll find a cool side quest.
All right.
All right.
do it.
Yeah. Well, we're going to the ocean. He says, I will arrange for us transport.
Okay.
I will go fetch us a carriage if you wish to wait. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you.
He goes off. I hope to God I have a voice for him. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I do voice acting as much as I can to help my players, but sometimes when it's been several weeks, I forget who NPCs are. I will have to review. In any case, he goes off, and he, about an hour later, shows up with a carriage.
All right. So we don't
Because
walk.
even though the players aren't here, there are still 5 of you.
Mhm.
So he needed to find a carriage that would fit all of you. Shantara is going to ride up front with the rider, and there's going to be 4 people in the cab.
Sounds good.
All right. So what does the countryside look like around us as we ride to the ocean?
It's not bad. It's a bit dreary.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, it is still close to the swamp, but it's not like you're not seeing like rot or decay so much now that you're out of the swamp. It's not like sunny and happy, but it's not like oppressive.
How are your bites feeling, Iestyn?
A little rundown, but not. I'm not going blind.
I was going to ask you,
Ocean will-
how
I keep going back.
how are our bites feeling, I suppose?
The bites right. Y'all feel okay? Yes, one's a little tired.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't.
But I'm okay from mine.
Just got
Yeah,
the
Okay.
chest.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's not terrible. I need to figure out. I don't know. I need to work with dwarf and develop armor that protects against biting, because I feel like that's the armor he gave me is great against blades and arrows and clubs and stuff. Like, I don't think I've taken much damage from that at all, but I feel like I get bit everywhere we go, and it's not.
Yeah.
I don't know. Gotta figure something out so I don't get bit that often.
Do you wear chainmail too?
I did wear chainmail. I switched from chainmail to plate mail,
Mm.
and then
It would be
It's-
very heavy.
It's a word, but for some reason I get bit constantly. Maybe it's just the situations I put myself in. But
Jumping in the water with,
Yeah.
ravenous, carnivorous fish.
worms,
Yeah.
hellhounds.
I wonder if you could get your armor charged up like your hammer one day, and if something bites you, it gets shocked.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
That'd be sick.
As you ride forth, sweet. Well, also, I can tell you that I'm
I was gonna say bless you,
No
but nothing happened.
yeah, it aborted. The council members have been receptive to the Lunox product to meet you. There are 6 of them
Okay.
that have agreed. That is a majority. That is what is needed. There's Lady Delena.
Lady what?
Delena. DE''Lenna. Lord Zarak. ZAR''AK. Lady Trashir. Or excuse me, Lord Trashir. TRA'Shir. Lady Sisho, which is SI'SHOU with the line over it, because I'm gonna make your lives difficult.
Say that one again.
Sisho, SI'SHOU with the line over it.
Okay, lady. Yep.
And the last one is Lord Decatai, which that is spelled DEK''AKA.
Okay. All right. So will we be able to meet with them all tomorrow?
Oh no, they'll be individually. Excuse me, wrong voice. No, they will be individually scheduled because each has their own, and they, as a matter of posturing, don't immediately jump to honor the Luna.
Right. Looks like we're here for a while, friends.
They know when to jump. When they show their own strength.
Are any of these council members ones that we should be? Is there anything we should be aware of or preparing for with these council members? Or
Yes, I have been instructed to provide you with the information that I have been given. First, Lord Jervis Doom. Jervis is a harsh person. He likes strength and domination. He does not. How do we say? He does not believe in pleasantries of court, and he likes when people speak to him plainly but with respect. Lady Delena, she puts on an air of extreme politeness and culture, but do not underestimate her. She is devious, clever, and knows who to align with and who not. She will look for things that how you say support her and what will be most advantageous to her. She pays lip service to the Lunox feelings on servants and their treatment. We do not believe that she does. She was quick to capitulate when the Lunox came to power, but prior to that was not so nice. Lord Zarak himself, he is to a degree, he is much like Jervis, Lord Doom. To put him in kind of a descriptive, he's harsh and violent. He is has no time for pleasantries. He values strength, much like Lord Dune, but his strength is more of a direct personal touch, whereas Lord Dune is more militaristic. Lord Zarak likes to give things the personal touch. If I had to put Lord Zarak's philosophy into words that are easy to articulate, Lord Zarak believes that those who have personal strength should have personal freedom, and those who cannot, if one cannot defend themselves against another, then they deserve to be dominated by another. He's very much not what I would call a nice person. To say might makes right would be how I would put it. Lord Trashir puts on an air of civility. He is a strong ally of the Lunarch. He, for the most part, has aligned goals. He treats his servants well. He follows the laws. He is a little bit questioning this move. He fears that some of the demands the other kingdoms may place upon them, and some of the sanctions they may impose, could cause problems. However, he also believes that the situation here, as it stands, is untenable. He believes that how shall we say, he believes that the steps that Lunarch has put into place are such that they are limiting the destruction. However, he also believes that too is untenable. Eventually, one of two things is going to happen. Eventually, we are going to lose a large number of slaves. Excuse me, we don't use that word. Servants. To something beyond our control, such as an attack, or famine, or a disease. Eventually, something is going to happen. We have been very fortunate for a very long time that we have taken steps to ensure that does not happen. However, it is possible, and it has happened before. And then he believes that we have to outreach, but he wants to make certain that the terms are favorable to us and we are not placed in a worse position. He would. I know one of the things he is pushing for, that the Lunarch has said is untenable, or not necessarily untenable, most likely not possible. He would like permission to establish ambassadors in other kingdoms, small plots of land that while they are occupied, would be considered growth door sovereignty. Small pockets, manor houses, things of that nature, for more practical reasons. One, it would allow a wider spread of the Lunox philosophy, but also it would
Get you out of the swamp.
get us into a better position. Yes, get him into a better position, and also to normalize our shelves, to hopefully one day gain wider acceptance. The problem that we all understand is that not all lands, in fact most of them, do not believe in keeping of servants. However, as we know, such a thing is largely necessary for our survival.
But you could pay them and give them
Well,
freedom.
I'm a servant. I have no say in any of this. But you know, it's as a matter of survival. Even if paid, maybe if the kingdom gets more wealthy. But the Leonard was not lying to you when he was clear upon our financial situation. This kingdom, Gertrude does not have the resources to generally, what we have is very limited and is put towards survival. That's another reason why we're not tenable here, at least as far as Lord Trashir believes. So that is something he wants, and he will definitely push for. He believes that placing everyone in one location, as we have done, is just ripe for a disaster.
Okay. Very helpful.
Lady Shishao. Lady Shishao is Shishao is a mystery. She does not give up much. She plays her cards close to his chest. And she is very, very good at vetting her people. As such, you know publicly she supports the Lunar.
You haven't been able to get any spies in.
I have no say in that. I don't
Right.
know. All I know is that the Lunar is very cautious.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, there's Lord Dekai. Lord Dekai is the previous Lunar. Lord Dekai stepped down and capitulated to the Lunar out of we'll say duress. He understood the situation and that the Lunar was ultimately right, and that the Lunar would be better leadership. This took some persuasion on behalf of the Lunar. Needless to say, he does not like the Lunarch, but as a matter of course, he supports the Lunarch's wishes. He is a traditionalist, and he is of the originals.
Which of the others are originals as well?
The originals, Lord Trashir is an original, and Lady Delena is an original.
Okay. So how did Jarrus Dune become elevated. I forget the word.
Jervis was an original too, right?
No.
No, he wasn't.
Oh no, Jervis. Yes.
It's not
He is
Yeah,
original. Okay.
he's
All
original.
right.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay. So
Yeah.
he's original.
Sorry, I was thinking when you
No,
said
that's
Jervis,
okay.
for some reason my brain went to the Lunar.
Yeah, he's not right. Okay, so Delena. So how did Lord Zarek be changed? How was he changed?
The same way that most of the council members eventually got their positions through military strength.
Okay.
To give the background of how Gerthor formed, it was through military strength of arms that eventually 7 council members were formed. These were the strongest 7 families, if you will, not truly as such, and they simply had enough power to claim territory and to claim dominion over the people living in their small territories. The Luna started out as a servant before he was changed, and unfortunately, the master that he served met with an unfortunate situation, and several other people within that group met with an unfortunate situation. And the Lunark is a very well-liked personality, especially among the people. And among the people, there was a situation where the servants, to be honest, went on a strike.
Okay.
And a number of the military forces sided with the Lunark. And it came to a point where the Lunark's forces refused to take action against the servants who were refusing to work, and decided that they would stand against the gods who chose to attempt to bring them to heel. And eventually, in the standoff, the negotiations ended with the Lunark being elevated.
How many of the council members do we need to ratify a peace accord? Is it 4 out of the majority, 4 out of 7?
Yes. You already have the Lunark.
Right. So it sounds like really realistically we need 2 more. If Lord Tertier is probably a fairly good bet of getting on our side. Okay. Very helpful, Fourth.
Glad I could have helped. That is my job. Anything else you want to ask him?
I think that's it. Like,
Can we tell if he's telling the truth?
Oh, yeah, you ain't an insight check.
$15.
For the most part, you're not getting like any you're getting some. He's not lying per se in terms of like intentionally deceiving so much as certain topics he's being very guarded over, and he's using innuendo more than you get the idea. For example, as you as a player have probably already surmised, when people met with unfortunate circumstances, they were not natural unfortunate circumstances. Right. And things of that nature. But for the most part, what the information he gave you about the council members does seem legitimate, at least as far as you can tell.
Okay. All right.
And definitely, he knows more than he's letting. Eventually, after a couple hours, after a few hours travel, you come into view to a small-ish settlement, and you can also hear the waves of the ocean. As you got closer, the sky's cleared up, it's more sunny, it's turning more into a coastal area, there's more green, there is, you can see the waves, you can see the ocean itself, the water is relatively clear. As you come across the settlement, you do see there are people fishing at the on like a several makeshift docks. There is a group of people who are kind of like leaning over the edge. They've got like nets and they're trying to catch fish. And you do see a few very small boats in the water. There is what you would consider a medium-sized boat under construction,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not completed.
Okay. Fourth, is there someone here in the town that you think would be willing to talk to us about and really knows the local economy?
Well, there is not much of an economy here because of how the Lunok runs things.
Right.
But there is an Asho
Mm-hmm.
by the name of Eschir, ESCH apostrophe I. Lord Eschir was a servant before he became a servant. Before he was elevated, he was a servant aboard a pirate ship. The ship attacked one of the Lunok's vessels, and the crew were slain.
Mm-hmm.
The Lunok offered any who wished from the servant caste that was on the ship, any who wished to become servants, that they would come over, and no innuendo intended. This was truly an offer.
Mm-hmm.
Those who refused were allowed to take possession of the ship
Mm-hmm.
and sail it to whatever they wanted to do with it. Lord Ashir, some servants who are born into servitude, I'm certain you've noticed, are not incredibly world weary
Mm-hmm.
and are not necessarily interested in changing their lot.
Because they don't understand what the...
Or simply because it is their what they have lived with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm certain you've heard of people in prison
Mm-hmm.
who have been in prison for a very long time, who cannot adapt to life outside of such a structured environment. In this case, Lord Eschir was one of them. Lord Eschir served very well for about a century
Mm-hmm.
before he was elevated, following a unauthorized conversion. The Lunok refuses, as a matter of law, to punish a servant who is ascended without permission, and instead punishes the person who did the deed. In this case, and this case only, in quite some time, the Lunok agreed to spare the person who turned him.
Mm-hmm.
But the person who did turn him was removed from his post and was posted in a different area with different responsibilities.
Why do you think that happened?
The previous head of the harbor, Colony. She Colony is not like most people. Colony
was not well when she ascended. She was one of the originals. Um, she is prone to rash action when she has episodes, and the Lunarch does not wish to punish someone who he does not feel was responsible for her actions at the time. And so he moved her to a place where she will be less likely to have a negative impact in the care of someone else.
You can't say where that was?
I have been asked not to share that information.
Fair.
There are locations that the Lunarch has set up where people who are ill can receive treatment and care. Some of the people in these facilities, I'll call them, or hospitals if you prefer, can be violent. Not all of them, most of them are not. And it is not just Ashells. There are servants who need levels of care. We have found that some of the servants that need levels of care are quite suitable to be fed upon, even if they are incapable of caring for their own needs. It is not something that they are proud of, but the Lunarch feels that the alternative, which would be to terminate them as a matter of being unable to serve, would be cruel. And he instead has decided that this would be the best way for them to live as comfortably as he can make them. I understand how that sounds. I know. And I understand that our ways are horrendous in the view of outsiders. But I will say the Lunarch tries his best to be as compassionate as possible. He does not like to spill innocent blood. He does not like to spill any blood. When he does such things, it is out of necessity. And the only way he could think to keep everyone as healthy as possible was this aspect.
In Colina's case, in her case, was she, whatever went wrong with her, did it happen, she's an original, did it happen, was it already that way before she ascended? Or was it a result of the ascension?
I believe it was before she ascended. She suffered a wound on the battlefield, and she passed away from that wound before the transformation. She's quite intelligent. She is quite I've never actually met her, but she is said to be quite compassionate when she is fully in control of her facilities.
Are there ever issues with, living forever is not is just, it takes a toll.
Yes.
It has to take a toll. Are there ever times that Ash Elves just lose themselves with that after living that long?
We don't like to talk about it. The Lunarch does not like to talk. But yes, that occurs. There is a protocol. Some take it upon themselves. Others seek permission to create an offspring. And after they create an offspring, they leave. What happens to them after they leave is not known necessarily. We've heard tale that there are ash elves in other locations. They leave. They leave Growth.
Why create a child first? It's just more mouths to feed, so to speak.
Well, they are leaving.
But if they didn't create a child, that would be less servants that are needed. And you're just condemning somebody else to a life that you got tired of and chose to leave.
It's difficult. To put it in the way that I understand it, tradition is very important to many ash elves, especially older ones. And as one is an ash elf longer, they become more set in their ways. Change for older ash elves becomes very difficult. We don't know why, and of course there's been no way to research it necessarily. We do believe that when someone lives for too long, even if one is an immortal, that they begin to lose touch a bit with the world around them. We strike a delicate balance here, and a lot of ash elves who choose to create offspring, and as I stated, just to clarify, as I said, some ash elves choose this. Those that choose it sometimes simply wish to have a legacy. Or, alternatively, and this is also quite common, alternatively, remember many ash elves see the Ascension as a gift, a boon, something that is wonderful to grant another. If one is elevated, they free them from sickness, disease, death. They gain a position of inherent power within society. They are freed.
Free to be marooned in a swamp, dependent on enslaved beings. I don't know. I guess that's just difficult for me to understand from the outside.
I understand. I do. I was not always here. However, I have found that the Lunarch does not like the situation here. He does not like the way that ash elves have to live. But he also does not wish to condemn them to death. And he wants to spread his beliefs. He truly believes that which he says. He wishes a world without hierarchy, without servants, without masters, without kings, without rulers. He wants a world where everyone works for the greater good for all. He is bound by circumstance that he cannot create that yet. But I know for a fact if he had the opportunity to somehow do this without condemning an entire race to death, he would do so. Even if it meant his own. I truly believe in the Lunarch's vision. And that's the best I can say.
It's very helpful. We appreciate your candor.
I have never met a man who cares more for the common people than he. Yes, the Lunarch's ways can be harsh. Yes, the Lunarch has done... The Lunarch has had his hand in things that were...
You don't have to say it.
Yes.
We know what you mean.
The Lunarch has done things, but
it's not out of desire to do these things. It is for his vision. And he believes that it is ultimately the best for people.
Well, it does seem like the needle needs to move forward, and hopefully this can be a step towards something better for everyone.
I do know, although the Lunarch cannot say directly, that he is very excited about the concept of if there is a way, as you mentioned, to reverse the transformation, he is very excited to do so. He just cannot publicly say that.
Understand.
Is there any concern that if you reverse the transformation that you just age quickly? You've lived all those years. Is there any chance that you just...
I haven't.
No, but the Ash Elves, is there a concern that if you do reverse the transformation, any of these originals suddenly age 5,000 years and die on the spot?
There are some people who would be definitely afraid of that. And we don't know. We do not. No one's... There have been attempts to reverse the transformation in the past. I know the originals, especially, attempted to reverse the transformation after it happened. And from my understanding, all attempts have been unsuccessful, and some of the attempts have resulted in death.
Who is alive that knows the most about the transformation? What is there an original that would be the most curious about this and would possibly have the most lore or the most information that possibly we could take back to ask those amongst our kingdom who are wise?
If I had to say anything, I would say Lady Delena would know the most. Lady Delena is a powerful wizard, and she was most of the originals, almost all of them, actually, of the originals came from the Clearbook Enclave.
Mm-hmm.
As such, they are trained blade masters in that they are trained blade singers, proficient in war and magic. All of them had extensive training in the combat arts and in magical combat. She was a researcher.
Do you think she would be an original that would be interested in the idea of ending the curse?
I don't know.
Is that a conversation we should avoid having when we're meeting with her about the treaty we're proposing with the Lunarch?
I don't know.
Just have to see how it goes. We don't know that we can help anyway, but
No,
it
we
would be
don't.
good to know if there is someone that's really curious and seeking that, you know?
What is about to happen has narrative significance to players who aren't here. So would you all be terribly upset if I had to end early?
No.
All right. Did you all have fun?
Yes, absolutely.
Excellent.
Yep.
All right. For people at home who are watching this, I do apologize for the shortness of today's session. We will be back next week, hopefully with more people. We will continue the narrative then. Please feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions, comments, queries. We have a live chat that goes on during stream, and we definitely have. We had anyone? No. Okay.
No comments.
Most people watch our VODs, not really the thing. We do appreciate everyone, and if you do have any questions, the best place to ask those questions would be on the Challenges YouTube after the fact. You can leave questions in the comments. We will be notified them, and we will respond in kind. If you have any comments, queries, questions, suggestions, or whatnot, we are completely and totally happy answering those. One thing I will say, and this is because I do know especially this leg of our adventure, touches on very serious topics. Before I broached a lot of these topics, I did speak to my players, as you should always do in a session 0, and make certain that they were okay with this. Before we got here, I reached out to my players on our private player Discord and said, hey, is this going to upset anybody? And they didn't. I am not defending what the Ash Elves do. I am fairly neutral. I am looking at it in a very realistic fantasy type view, and I know that some people can be disturbed by the implications that's going on in the Ash Elves Kingdom. I will go ahead and state, for the record, none of us, especially me, none of us condone these beliefs. This is simply part of a fantasy role-playing game in a fantasy setting. My players are okay with it, and therefore it's something we can do. But sometimes I know people want a more lighthearted section, and for the most part, my game is fairly lighthearted. I know you joined at a time. I know we started streaming at a time when we were at more of a serious area, in a more serious setting. And I hope I'm not turning anyone off, but as a fantasy author, these kind of themes are just part of fantasy. I will say, for the majority of people who are good aligned within Ascelia, they find the Ash Elves and their ways incredibly distasteful. Incredibly. To the point that no one even recognizes Girthdor as a setting. My player characters, although we did not start streaming at this time, my player characters had serious discussions in character about whether or not they were even going to take this quest. At the time, the king who sent them out on this quest does not like the idea of this quest. Nobody likes the idea of what is going on. This is being done because of effectively things that happen in politics, and negotiation with other people. And as such, I felt, although I knew this was heavy, I felt that it was something that my mature players could understand, and also that I hope, and as my players hope, that there is a way to alleviate this situation, free the people that are here, cure the Ash Elves of their affliction, and those are all elements of fantasy too. They are things players can work toward, and things that may or may not happen. I don't know yet. It depends what my players do. I will state that I am prone to happy endings. When I can. There have been times where there have been bad endings. The sixth age, or rather the fifth age, had a very bad ending. The second age also had a very bad ending.
There can't be a bad ending for Marmalade.
Oh, no.
Just saying.
I have a feeling that my players here are going to stick it out, and that they're going to find their happily ever after. Anyone who has read my novels knows that that I like to end every book with, and they lived happily ever after, regardless of how idealistic that sounds. But I feel that when you do deal with heavy topics, like what we're dealing with right now in my game, that if you don't have darkness, then the light doesn't shine as bright. And when player characters face something that is not simply completely black or white, or something that is a hardship and something that makes people thought-provoking, then it makes the game more real, and it makes the setting more real, and it also makes, when they do finally resolve a situation, it makes that resolution all the more sweet. But yes, this is a very dark storyline. This is a very heavy line here, and I understand that. I am trying to inject
moments of levity, as you have seen from the the Lunarch, who is quite jovial. But I just wanted to address readers or viewers who might have those questions. And with that, we are going to try to get back to playing every week. I do have to state, I'm going to be stating this in the next couple episodes too. The end of the month, I'm going on a writer's retreat because my first 2 novels are about to get re-released. Yes, thank you. My first 2 novels are about to get re-released, and as such, I'm kind of gearing up because I have to finish 3 more novels before my contract is fulfilled. And I'm also working on some other novels, and so twice a year I take a trip to Vermont where I go up to the mountains and I write for a couple of weeks. I actually write for 1 week, but my partner and I, because I do have a partner, my partner and I drive up to Vermont, which takes, and we stop in different places along the way every time, so that it takes about a week. It takes about 3 days to get there and about 3 days to get back for travel. So I'm usually gone for about 2 weeks. So we'll have 2 weeks without game. Then we'll be back on schedule. It is, however, I will go ahead and state, it is during December and November that all of this starts happening. And because it is December and November, there is Christmas, there is Thanksgiving, people go home to see their families, people have obligations, people have things they need to do. So games might be a little more sporadic, and for that, I know it seems unprofessional, but again, this is just my home game being broadcast. Generally speaking, we are pretty consistent, I would say. My group has been together now for it was 6 months in August, I believe it was, or it was August.
We start March.
Yeah, we started in March, so it was August. So we've been together now for about 10 months, or not 10 months, 8 months. We've been together for about 8 months. Typically, a game like this goes on until either we reach a resolution, which can take a very long time, as long as the players are still having fun. And if the players are like, this isn't fun anymore, we stop. We might do a different campaign. We might stop the game. My players usually tend to enjoy it, though, when we finish them out. I would say a typical campaign, all the way to resolution, takes about 18 months. Maybe a little late. It kind of depends on the players. Like if we get to the end of the main storyline,
Side quest.
yeah, if people get to the end and are like, holy crap, Henry, we're like 9th level, screw this, I want to go to 15th or whatever. I'm gonna accommodate what my players want. Will we go to level 20? That's something a couple people in some of the Discords I frequent who have watched our game have asked me. Are we going to level 20? Probably not. I've only actually done that twice. Going to level 20. I've never done it in 5th edition or in 2024 before. I did do it once in Pathfinder. My Pathfinder Ascelia campaign went straight to 20. And that was not planned. It was supposed to end around 12. My players were having a lot of fun. As a tip for GMs, I will go ahead and tell you, when you do get up to those high levels, it becomes very hard to run a game. And I'll go more into that in things like the Patreon. And also, if anyone has any questions specifically, I'll definitely address them if they leave them in the comments section. Again, we are here on Twitch mostly every Sunday. The Sundays we are not here, you can find, or the Sundays we're not here, I try to get a message up. We meant to get a message up this time, it didn't happen, even though I came in and recorded one. The YouTube though, all of our stuff is archived on YouTube on Challenges YouTube. Just look for Challenges Games and Comics. You will find their YouTube channel. All of our videos are up on YouTube. We keep them there, and if you comment in the comment section, we'll respond. And I have to say this: it's not my channel. I don't run the channel. I don't run the Twitch. I have somebody who runs the Twitch. I have one of my players who runs the Twitch. But the YouTube is the store's, not mine. I don't control it. We just that's where our stuff goes because of our agreement with how we set this all up. So I will say for them, please like, comment, and subscribe.
I've always wanted to kind of say that. Actually. So yes, please comment, subscribe, and I think they say like click the little bell to get notifications. I think that'll let you know when we're live too. Because I know we're simulcast, right? Like we're simulcast on YouTube. So if you click that little bell, it'll let you know. If you follow us here on Twitch, we'll let you know. I know we have some followers. We have like 10, and I know they're not my players because I've only got 5 of those. So anyway, again, please like, comment, subscribe, and visit our Patreon. If there's not a link up yet, that is because I'm an idiot, and we will get that taken care of. Sweet. And I hope to see you there. And again, if you join the Patreon, you can get access to our Discord. You can ask us questions there. You can get tips with us. I'll show you where to get things. I'll walk you through if you have any questions about running D&D. If you like, how do I get into D&D? I want to be a game master. Like, what have you learned over the years? I always give tips. You can also find articles that I write in Atlantic Gamer Life. If you look that up, you can find it. It is run by a friend of mine, and she has asked me to write an article. I write an article each month about DMing and the state of Dungeons and Dragons and the state of other role-playing games, because I've run them all. Again, my name is Henry Walsh. It was a pleasure running this game for you. I always love it. My players always have fun, I hope.
Oh yeah.
I try
Oh,
to
yeah.
I try to make my game as fun and inclusive as I can. I also do want to say, I always have to say this, it is Atlanta Pride weekend, which is great. I am LGBTQ+. I'm asexual. I have LGBTQ+ players. We are very LGBTQ+ friendly. So that is the only thing I will ask is, please, if you're going to make a comment, don't just don't no racism or homophobia or anything like that. That would be not cool. We're very supportive here. We support everyone. And I think that's all I can think. I'm just rambling at this point. So with that, I'm going to go and probably play some Magic. I will talk to you all later. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.